200 women in increasing their self-confidence and just creating a life and love in abundance. And through her coaching services, she helps people create happy and fulfilling relationships. And above all, just how to fall in love with yourself and become the best version of yourself. And then you move into that self, the self that is full, into a relationship. And she's here with us today. Nicole, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. I feel like I'm going to bombard you with so many questions like, what about this? And then what about that?
It's fine, I'm ready.
But let's start with the manifestation program that you're running. Tell us about the concept of manifestation. What is it about and how it works?
Okay, well, I'll first step into actual manifestation, what that means, because I think sometimes people have this really complicated idea around manifestation and they actually believe it's like woo-woo or something like that, but actually manifestation is nothing else but having an idea or a thought in your mind and manifesting that into your physical reality so that you can actually see it and touch it and smell it, like basically, take it on via your senses. I mean, everything you see around you was manifested. Somebody had the idea of creating a radio station and manifested the radio station.
Brought it into life.
Exactly, exactly. And so that's why everything you can actually think of, which you can kind of have in your imagination, you can manifest. Whatever you want. I work a lot with women, with single women, helping them manifest, finding their dream partner, and also healing their relationships that they are in at the moment. And it's exactly the same concept. It's the whole idea of, okay, who do you want to be with? What is your dream man? Who is that one human being that you want to spend your life with? And to become very clear about that, because we manifest when we are very clear. We manifest clear things. If we are like, I'm not sure, and I actually do want this kind of guy, but the moment this other sexy guy comes around the corner, it doesn't treat me good. Yeah, exactly. And this is where I support my my clients in, to actually become clear on what they want, and then the process starts.
You know, something in my gut went, and I think it's resistance when you said that. Because when you say being very clear, the concept that we've been given as women is that don't have that list, now you're being too picky.
Interesting, yes.
You know what I mean? Like, because I want to put that he must be da and da and da and da. And like, no, but they told me I shouldn't be too picky. There's no such thing as a perfect man. Da, da, da. So with that, what's the difference between the two then? Like, what do you mean by clarity? Am I supposed to say he's supposed to be like, you know, taller than me with broad hair and earns this much and feels he's emotionally available? How clear are we talking about?
I mean, I would say as clear as you can be. I manifested my dream man that way, and I've helped many women achieve the same. And what the process is like, and anybody listening right now who is in the process of manifesting their dream man, please allow yourself to write down what kind of values does this man have? What does he look like? I mean, in the sense of, especially, is he like more the sporty or the business kind of person? Is he outdoorsy? Is he communicative? Is he somebody that is open? Has he got a nice sense of humor? Be very precise. And really write a long list. Is he somebody who likes to travel? Does he love to go eat? Does he love to go drink? Does he love animals? Whatever it is, write it all out. And then the second step, and this is the most important step, and this is what I think a lot of people kind of miss, and that's why they perhaps are not so successful in manifesting their dream man. You go through that list and you ask yourself, from a scale of 0 to 10, where are you? How if you want a self-confident man who loves to travel, you need to start looking at your own life and ask yourself, how confident are you? How much do you like to travel? How open are you with other people? How are you behaving? Because if you are not comfortable with your body, if you're not comfortable with your life, if you're extremely insecure, you will not manifest that guy on that list.
Okay, Nicole, follow-up question. I feel like this is going to be a sesh. Follow-up question on that. Because I've always thought, the whole yin-yang kind of a thing, opposites attract. So I, for example, would want a businessman, because that's not my strong suit, and I would like to have a partner that's business-minded, because I'm more the creative part, and I want someone to balance me out in that respect. Is that still okay?
Yes, absolutely. It's not so much about being kind of saying, okay, this is a bit, that thing. It's about an energy. Everything about a certain energy, because like even you as a creative, and you look at an entrepreneur, like a businessman, there is like this doing energy, there's a creative energy, you know, there's a kind of flow. So my husband is very different to me. I mean, it's not that I wrote the list, but it wasn't like I was, I want him to, for example, be interested in personal growth, because that is my field.
Exactly.
That was, for example, on my list. But Max has never in his life gone to a personal growth seminar, okay? All right? But when I got to know him, he's very interested, he's very conscious, he's very aware of his surroundings. So he's not basically, he is that. Without me, my ego going, wait, why haven't you gone to a seminar?
Do you know what I mean? Do you go to therapy, sir? Do you go to therapy?
Exactly. And this is what the ego likes to do. The ego goes, oh wait. And that's why the dream man list, as I call it, it's very important to look into it also in the sense of values, especially. Do my values, and for that you need to get to know that person. You cannot on the first date be like because you need to see what is that person like with kids, with animals. What's that person like if he loses his luggage? You know, you need to also give it a bit of a chance. But
so what I'm hearing you say, that if I someone who's put on the list saying, I love someone who travels, necessarily you don't have to have a passport and been to all of these continents, but at least know that for yourself you are adventurous.
Exactly. Perfect example. Absolutely. That's it.
So that's step 2. Then step 3 would be?
Yes, the step 3 is to really ask yourself to what kind of person am I going to become, right? So who do I want to be, right?
Yeah.
What kind of identity do I want to take on? And also, how can I be of service to the man that I want to date? Because this is often what we do as women. We're like, hey, wait, can you please make me happy? And I will be happy once I'm in a relationship. But your job, but the job is to be happy already. It's a relationship is about finding that completedness with each other, and not being like, hey, you are here now to make me happy, but rather to see, how can I make that person happy? Because that's how we can form that completedness, right? And then it's all about also surrendering, because manifestation, if you want to manifest, now we're talking about dream man, but I mean, I work in manifesting money, manifesting a dream house. It's all about living with that paradox, with knowing what you want. I mean, you can write that list for anything that you want. You know, I want to have that amount of money, I want this kind of job, I want this. And the thing is, what people need to live with manifestation is you need to be able to let that shit go. Okay, you need to be able to surrender. So you set your goal, but then you also let life live you a little bit.
In practicality, what does that mean? Because you know what I thought, sorry to interject a little bit, is that, now I have this list, whether it's money or a man or a job or whatever, and every day for 5 minutes I need to just meditate upon this. Every day, just think about it.
Yes.
So when you say surrender, what does that now mean?
Yes, good question. I mean, yes, there is the process of visualization, absolutely, which what I believe that it's very important, but for me, it's like, don't get too attached to it, because I know a lot of people that sit and they visualize, and they get so attached to this one list of person. So, and because then maybe their ego has an idea of how this person has to look like, has to be, right? And this is what I mean about the paradox. But what I mean about the surrender is about being happy in the moment, being present, and not only visualizing this thing once and going into the feeling, but always be in that feeling, be in a state of presence. You can do that now. You're standing here, feel your feet, take a breath, be here, feel the energy, and also just choose to trust, right? I use a mantra always. I always say, I choose trust. I choose trust. And that's how the manifestation for anything works.
Okay.
Yeah,
we were speaking of air. Why is it that certain things are easier to manifest than others? For example, I can easily maybe manifest the man, but to manifest that paycheck and that dollar in my bank account, girl, So, but I'm the same person. So how what happens then? Why is that?
Okay, so the thing is, right now we've gone through the process of you knowing what you want, and now you have to I'll give you like a quick overview of the brain. The brain is a 5% consciousness and 95% subconscious. So we are using right now 5% of our brain. We're talking to each other. 95% is all the experiences that you've ever had, all the information you've took on, and all your beliefs, all the things that you believe are true. And if you believe in your subconscious mind that you are not worthy of being a millionaire, you will not be a millionaire. You can work and work and work and work. So I think this is the thing, especially with money, it's also a collective belief system. Money doesn't grow on trees. People that have a lot of money are bad people. All these collective beliefs that we have taken on, and with money I definitely know what you're talking about, because that was also something that I really had to work on, because it is so deep in our collective subconscious that we believe money is the root of all evil. What is that? That is not the truth. Money is not the root of all evil, but we have learned this. So firstly, the first step, what you would need to do is really look at your belief system around money. What have you learned about money? What was your first experience around money when you were a kid? How did your parents talk about money? How did your people in your school talk about money? What did you conclude about money? Did you think having a lot of money is great? You exactly, like most people, they think having a lot of money is actually bad. And if you think that, you are going to make sure that you don't have money because you don't want to be bad.
Also, someone who's having a hard time then manifesting a man, so from manifestation, then their root belief will be, I am undeserving of love.
Yes, absolutely. Men are not to be trusted, so there's actually the belief system around men.
And men cheat anyway.
Men cheat, exactly, because they maybe made the experience with their parents having an experience. And so as a kid, you must imagine you are like a walking subconscious mind until you are like 7 years old.
A sponge, just taking information in.
Exactly, you suck it all in and you believe everything to be true. And you make everything about you. So when your parents get a divorce, for example, that's a big one, then you think, oh, this is because I'm not good enough. I'm not lovable. I'm not worthy of love. And that's a belief system that you carry around your whole life, and you can always see it in your results. If you want to manifest the man and you're not manifesting him, look at what your belief system has in store. If you want to manifest the big paycheck and you're not manifesting that, then look at what your beliefs are around money. And that is what I always think it's the most beautiful work, is to actually go and unlearn everything you've ever learned.
Like, if it's a belief system and I have carried this for plus minus 30 plus years or 25 plus years, how do you just like unlearn that for me? Or oh gosh. I knew I was gonna have like, I'm glad Nicole was here.
Well, firstly, I mean, it's repetition. We learn by repetition. Meditation, becoming aware. The first thing is check your mind. Become aware that the belief system is there. Then become aware that it doesn't serve you. Then start finding counter arguments why it is not true. For example, money is not the root of all evil. If you have a lot of money, give the right people a lot of money, and they can do a lot of good in the world. I'm sure if I would give you $1 million, you would do a lot of good in this world.
Give me 50K even. Don't even go far.
But so this is the thing, and to actually turn that around and then to be very aware every day and to check, okay, when is this moment where I see somebody with a lot of money, and what do I think in that moment? What's your thoughts? And to actually then become present and be like, okay, well actually no, that's not what I want to think. I'm going to now change my thinking around this. I'm going to change my belief system. And then you start mantraing, for example.
Okay, let me just do a case study with myself. I'm going to be very vulnerable, guys. For example, still on the subject of manifestation, when the moment I see a guy that I know that I want, I am easily intimidated. And I know that, you know what I mean? I'm like, don't talk to, he's coming over, move away. So in a situation like that, when someone is recognizing that is my beliefs, my belief system is, he's too good for me, how do you then work towards that?
Well, firstly, that is not you, that is your inner child that does that in that moment. You are now an adult. You are standing opposite me as this beautiful woman, all right? Okay? And you, by just noticing that, we can only change what we have a consciousness for, which we are aware of. So in that moment, when you realize, he's coming over and you are triggered in that way, what you can do in that moment is feel your feet, take a deep breath, anchor back into the moment. Like your nervous system needs to relax, become present. And then, all right, you can, what I do in those kind of moments is speak to myself as if I'm speaking to a little child. It's okay, Nicole, it's okay. You don't need to be scared. You are loved, you're beautiful, okay, you are wonderful. I mean, this, just in my hand, and just this presence, owning your energy in that moment will already change the outcome, of course. But that is a kind of a moment where it's kind of happening, you can do, but obviously you can do inner child healing. That's something I always like, get in contact with that inner being that we all have, that concluded at one point, I'm not good enough for this beautiful man, I'm not good enough for this job, I'm not good enough, I'm not this, I'm not that. And take ownership, start validating your feelings and start working on that.
Nicole, I can talk to you for a whole hour. Entire days and days and days. We're quickly running out of time, and I just wanted to touch on, I know you have a class that you'll be giving soon for those that are interested to join you.
Oh, I'm not giving the class actually. I'm giving my classes in German, unfortunately. Exactly. But I was saying that I'm actually doing something in Namibia here with Melissa McQuire, Renew and Release, which I think is just amazing. And that is like trauma healing through dance. And I also work a lot with the body. And I'm actually looking forward to doing something in Namibia with Namibians, because I've just moved back from Germany, so
I'm glad you're back. Let me just tell you. Personally, I'm glad you're back.
Thank you.
So just to finalize with everything, manifesting a partner, I know you say it always starts with self, so just give us some parting words in connection with that.
Yes. Well, I really want to encourage everybody to sit down today, write down that dream man list, ask yourself, all right, how do I vibrationally match that dream man? Like, how can I work on my confidence? How can I work on my, I don't know, like communication, whatever, charisma, whatever you want to manifest. And then I also want to always encourage you to actually go out there and start dating. Because you can sit on that couch and you can visualize he's not going to knock on the door, okay? Like down.
He could be the delivery guy.
He could. Yeah, I've seen it all happen, okay? But I also want to, like, the universe responds to action, all right? In attraction, as a law of attraction, there's the word action. So please go out there, start flirting, start being present, start making eye contact, and just go out there, okay, girl? I want to, next time I come round, I want to have a wedding invite.
Moz, courtesy of Nicole. Oh my God, No, thank you so much. I mean, the operative word there is at the end. That just put yourself out there then.
Yes.
Because you can have this whole list and sit back and also, like sort of fall like manna from heaven. But fortunately,
not gonna happen.
Yes, the heat of Africa.
Yes,
that's you have to get out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of what people don't. They like, but I've now done the work in my head, but that's not enough.
Thank you so much, Nicole, for coming.
Thank you.
Definitely going to have you back again because we have so much to talk about. Because we need to be manifesting a whole lot of other things, and just like what you're talking about. Before we even get to the manifestation, it's time for the healing to take place first. Because clearly there is a lot of undertoned of undeservedness or like belief systems, as you were saying. So we appreciate you coming because you'll be coming back again.
Thank you so much.
And that was Nicole Davidow, and she was just talking to us about manifestation and how to really manifest that dream man. Ladies, if it happens, you know who to call.